Hello, folks. You're listening to Busker Broadcast. I'm Abby the Spoon Lady. Billy Scribbles is here. We're short a mic. Shout.
Hello.
Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
I'm James, fellow busker around here.
I'm Jake. I'm playing mandolin with James.
Awesome.
Hello.
All right. Hi, Jake and James. Summer's in here too. Summer's also a busker. We got a room full of buskers, and we're gonna hang out and listen to a little bit of tunes. I don't know how long Summer and Billy are hanging out, but you're more than welcome to hang out as long as you wish to. All right. So, how long y'all been busking? You've been in here before.
Mm-hmm.
But
I've been busking for maybe 3 years now.
3 years?
3 years.
How much of that in Asheville?
Almost all of it.
Almost all.
Almost.
Where else have you busked?
I try to busk in every city that I go through, and Asheville's the best one so far. But I've tried Atlanta and Nashville, multiple other unnamed places.
What about New Orleans?
I haven't yet actually busked in New Orleans, so.
Goodness. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Mm.
Well, what do you think about busking here? Are there things that you like, dislike, any of it? Overall opinion?
I really enjoy it. You know, when I play music, it's just a prayer, and having the freedom to do that wherever you want to, and singing it out is such a blessing to be able to do.
Awesome. Well, why don't we start with one so that folks know what it is we're talking about when we're talking about your music,
All right.
and then we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So, singing, playing.
Mm. Let's see here. Back to the earth I sing, opening up the doorway. Take all of me, open the eyes to let the child see. The moon, how she glows so bright. Follow and she teach me how to fly. Through the night, the silver lining. The day, the light for running. The songs of the wayfaring, and the soul, the mother embracing. Welcome home. Welcome home. Laying here under you as a child dearly, where I can hear your voice. Break these chains of fear. For when my soul comes near and you whisper to it, welcome home.
So, do you have music in your family?
No, I come from a military family, so freedom and music and happiness are not smiled upon.
Military. It is what it is.
Mhm.
There's music in the military.
Yeah.
Suppose so.
Yeah. In fact, this
It's
morning.
about killing people.
Oh well, not necessarily.
Not necessarily, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This morning I did a little
And
bit
a lot of other
of
things.
putting together some stuff about
It's a joke.
colonial music and some of the music of the Revolutionary War and Civil War. And so I'm talking a little bit about fifes and drums, but you know, other types of instruments too.
Marching music.
Well, the fiddle was the most popular. Has generalistically been one of the most popular instruments of all time throughout all of history.
Really? Consistently?
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think it's pretty awesome. Awesome.
In the new Mad Max movie, they had like the war drums.
Hmm.
Oh,
You should
goodness.
see it. Pretty epic.
Epic. How do we find you on the internet? Do you have any recordings of your music over the internet?
So my name's James Halliday, but I go by Fox Hyde, Fox-HYDE. I'm currently staying in a commune, and I've got plenty of time to work in the garden and record music. And you can find me with Fox-HYDE.
Fox-HYED.
DE. Like Jekyll and Hyde.
I am looking it up right now. So, how long do you plan on staying in Asheville and playing music and
Well,
doing
I
what you're doing?
need to go visit. I came here to visit and also just play music and enjoy all of my wonderful friends, because this is my hometown, I definitely have to say. But I'm going to be going to Raleigh after this, as to visit other people, then I'll be back for another week. And I only live 5 hours away in Tennessee, so I can swing by over here often, and I'd like to make it as often as possible.
Where at in Tennessee?
Just because to respect them, they don't want me to advertise the location of
Yeah.
said place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So out in the boonies a little bit, hanging out, chilling, away from here, which is
Mhm.
good for your soul.
Hang out in the woods. And
Yeah. You think having that separate space away from Asheville helps you work on your music?
I definitely say when I come back to Asheville, it makes this place alien. Because when you're sitting in the woods, and it's just you and the woods and a bunch of deer and you know, like, you're talking to deer and the only things that they say are like, ah, you know, so it's
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
you
You
kind
guys
of forget
know.
how to talk to people and communicate fluently.
Yeah. You get a little bit of a culture shock every time.
Yeah, but I love it. It's like, every time I come back, it's like a brand new thing. Oh, I'm having to relearn how to talk to people.
Human civilization.
No,
Hey guys.
it's understandable. I got that way a little bit after traveling and stuff. I'd be on the road for a little bit, and then I'd try to function like a normal person, quote
Yeah.
unquote. And sometimes I would have days where it just wouldn't work that way.
Totally.
It just wouldn't work. You know, but you got to be true to yourself. You got to understand what's real and what's not real, and kind of express that, I feel. And I feel like the happiest people are those who find a way to do so, you know, to share that piece of themselves,
Most definitely.
or at least be able to express it, whether or not they're doing it publicly.
Definitely.
Want to do another?
Sure. Try this one.
Try.
Do not try. I don't ever try.
I'll give you a hard time.
Abby's like Yoda.
The sun rises grateful to the dirt I will go, and I just pray that I leave something after me for the children to plant and to grow, as the soul goes on and on and on and on and on, goes on and on and on, so goes on and on and on and on and on, goes on and on and on. And as a child I would watch the birds so free. They'd inspire me and tell me what it was I could be. And so I'd lay underneath the cypress tree, and I'd see all the dreams before me. And it pains me still that I must leave, but so grateful I am to the earth I go. I only pray that I leave something after me for the children of yours to grow, as my soul will go on and on and on and on and on, go on and on and on and on, goes on and on and on and on, it goes on and on and on and on and on.
So where do you find your inspiration?
Just in the woods.
woods.
I can't handle people, so
Totally.
unless I have a guitar in front of me, to give me a wall.
I think that was what. Wasn't that like what some famous composer said that? He said like every good artist should go to the woods.
Mm-hmm.
For Beethoven or Chopin or something, I think.
Yeah.
Like you can't get your inspiration from music alone. It has to come from the world itself, nature.
That's the thing, is that nature is so spontaneous and sporadic, and I mean all of the greatest forms of art that I conceive as great, such as like Arabic or Celtic or Gypsy, swing or jazz, all of those really, they feel natural and they sound natural, whereas the common chord structure used in pop music has less of a powerful effect.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I am old-fashioned. I'm not really one for electric music in general. I definitely lean towards acoustic music. It doesn't mean that I'm shutting the door to electronic music. It just means that's not what I lean towards.
Do you like electric music though, or is there any electric music like before even electronic music you like?
I like the sound of a pedal steel sometimes, stuff like that. But anything much heavier than that, my brain just kind of doesn't comprehend it.
Yeah, it's that repetition. I mean, I guess I can compare electronic music to like treble drumming. Like, kind of just a repetitive beat, although treble drumming is a little bit more sporadic and natural feeling. But just the feeling of, it's this repetitive beat and you never have to worry about it, so you just get to lose your mind.
Yeah. Here's what it is. Do you feel like you learn a lot from watching other people play music?
Most definitely. I mean, mainly listening. As you can see, I have glasses. I have horrible vision, so I just don't pay attention to the visual part of life. And so I pretty much just operate through sound. And so just hearing people, listening to people, it inspires me. So.
Well, what genre would you consider yourself? If you had to put yourself in that box.
I don't like boxes.
I don't like boxes
You tried to put me in a box back then.
Acid phone call message music.
I love new genres.
Answering machine rock.
When people ask me what genre I am, I can never describe it aside. I mean, sometimes I use Arabic structures, sometimes I use Celtic structures, sometimes I use random psychedelic structures. And I mean, right now, those two songs were in Dadgad, which is a Celtic tuning. So, I mean, I get a lot of inspiration from Celtic pagan music. So,
yeah. You play any other instruments?
I do. In fact, right now I'm repairing a cello, but mandolin, I play the mandolin, I play the trumpet, piano, I sing naturally. I'm working on cello, and I play guitar. And, I mean, I've dabbled in other things, like I played shamisen for a while, and I played the guzheng, just because I love the oriental scale, and I love, I lived in Japan for a while when I was a kid, so it's kind of ingrained in me, that oriental style of music.
Yeah. Yeah, especially living there during those developmental stages. I'm sure.
Before it really became what it is now. Japan is very different.
Yeah. Japan is a very serious place with some of the trends that they have. It's pretty interesting to watch, but that being said, I'm sure from the other side of the picture, I'm sure that some of the things that we do look just as awkward to them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, totally. I wonder what though.
I just people watch and I see all these things like that.
We can't see.
They eat like cow,
weird stuff.
or in China. No, it's in China. I think in parts of China they eat like cow tongue. Like you will have like a bag of chips. They'll have like bags of cow tongue or something like that. It's like bags of dried cow tongue, and like no judgment, whatever. Like
a nomadic tribe that survives.
That's weird to me.
Off of cow blood.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, if you want to go with obscure, but I mean they've survived for thousands of years on
just cow blood.
Cow blood, and I mean the cows have scars and everything, but I mean like it's just what the cows eat, then the blood it gets put in the blood, and then they get to.
You heard it here first, folks. Cow blood diet.
Cow blood diet, yeah. It's you don't have to kill the cow now. There you go.
Well, that being said, Asheville definitely has its own kind of quirky traditions. And I think busking is kind of one of those things in Asheville where it's just kind of done a little bit differently. Other cities, you don't have that time waiting on somebody, if you're doing that, wait your turn kind of thing. We do that 2-hour move around kind of thing here. Helps everybody to get a chance to play.
That's really wonderful too.
Yeah, well, that and when you're sitting and waiting on somebody, gives you a chance to listen to them and kind of hear them out a little bit, get to know them in that way, and have that conversation. And
a lot of the time,
hear their sound.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, sometimes if say it's somebody just busking by themselves, I'll ask if they want somebody to jam along with them, because I mean usually when they're busking by themselves and playing acoustically, especially guitar, because I mean acoustic guitar just by itself has a tendency to just kind of fade out.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you have two guitars, then it always draws more money for that person. It's a lot of fun.
No, you're totally right. I recently had somebody tell me, somebody who comes out and used to go busking all the time, and I asked him, why haven't you been out much? And he said, it just got to be too much work. It's all about how showy you are, not how good you are.
Mm-hmm.
And
performance.
Right,
That's how it is, though.
Well, I look at myself, I'm like over here and, waving my hands out in the air and, making a big fuss. And, looking back on it, I definitely spaced out my timing to do that. You know what I mean? I can make all the same amount of noises in a very small space. But I don't. I've learned to dance around with it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Get attention. It's become part of that for me. Here in Asheville, I feel as if it's really important to understand your like where you fit in and how you can fit in with others, so that it creates that humongously symbiotic relationship that is downtown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You throw a wrench into it and everybody kind of feels the waves a little bit. And that's why communication is so extremely important. You see where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
Right, and so when you stop and say, hey, do you want some company? That's a symbiotic relationship you're creating.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
I like to say, of the activities you can do with someone else, sex and playing music with them. Just when you play music with someone else, your souls, everything just connects up here,
Mm-hmm.
in outside the crown chakra, and just but with sex, it's kind of got a different way of the energetic movements.
Yeah.
And
Completely.
It's like sex. That's why whenever I play music with people, I'm just like, you're gonna know me forever. This is not just a let's bang and see you later. This is a relationship now.
No, music is definitely a relationship.
It is, yeah.
All right.
Without a
We've
doubt.
got about 20 minutes. So, however many songs you feel like playing.
I have to return my guitar from Dad yet.
Well, you can take your time. We can chat in the meantime. It's not a big deal. Folks, if you are interested in becoming part of this broadcast, get a hold of us at wpvmfm.org or spoonladymusic.com. You can find us on Facebook, on Busker Broadcast. If you're interested in knowing something about street performing in Asheville, you can contact the Asheville Buskers Collective at ashevillebuskerscollective@gmail.com, or find the Buskers Collective on Facebook. See what else is there. Now, seriously, if you want to be part of this broadcast, let us know. Don't try to trick me, though. I go around. I know who's busking and who's not. If you ain't got the guts, go out do it on the street. Don't try to trick me. Don't try to trick me. It's hard work. It's hard work to get out there and do that, I encourage everybody to at least try it once, tell you the honest truth, so that you understand if you're a musician.
Yeah, some musicians aren't into busking. I've talked to certain people who they're more intimidated by busking than they are by being on a stage. Or I've heard that before, but I guess everyone's just got a different.
Yeah, I think everybody's a little
thing.
different. I prefer busking to playing on a stage,
Yeah.
personally. I definitely do. And I prefer shows to playing like a gig at a bar or a restaurant or something.
Totally. What do you mean show? Like at a music venue? Like,
Yeah.
oops. Sorry about that.
Yeah, like a venue.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Are you tuned up?
I am tuned up.
Cool.
Actually, is it okay to play covers on the radio?
Yes.
Good. All right, Nick Drake.
Nick Drake, okay.
All right, here we go. Strange with your eyes, so pale and sincere. You know, underneath you have nothing to fear. And the dreams as they came to you, and so young, tell of a life where spring has sprung. You seem so frail in the cold of the night. When the armies of emotion come out to fight, and though the earth may sink to its grave, you sail to the sky upon the crest of a wave. So leave this cruel world in which I belong. I will sit and will wait, singing my song. But if you may see me caught up in the crowd, please lend me your hand and take me to your place in the clouds. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Idol of mine for sure.
So, do you have any tips or advice for folks that are wanting to come out going busking? Or they're maybe just starting out doing it?
Play with whatever's in your heart. because people appreciate soulful music more than they appreciate, like you can. I know a lot of buskers say that people only appreciate this style, like this specific style, but that's because another busker played that style, like you play ragtimey, the swing, gypsy swing, and so you are well known, so people come here and they're like, oh, I want to listen to Abby the spoon player and her ragtimey gypsy music. But if you play whatever style's in your heart and you're playing soulfully, then it means something. So it's like, then it changes the dynamic of the entire world of Asheville in a way,
Just because this performer is doing it this way and people seem to be enjoying that doesn't mean that folks will necessarily enjoy you doing that.
Because they like the soul.
Right, they want to know what you want to do, and they want to see that and feel that and know that.
Yeah.
See the gleam in your eye.
It's also good to reach out to people who are already busking and to get involved in different styles too.
Yeah.
And
that teaches you.
Totally, yeah.
And getting yourself involved in other styles, but when it comes to like playing with yourself,
comes to playing with yourself.
when it comes to playing by yourself, I mean, I guess it's good. It's good to play any style of music, but I just recommend people play what they feel in their heart and what they've written, like the things that make them want to cry, or the things that make them want to shout. Those are important things, and we disregard a lot of those, the anger and sadness, and a lot of our stuff.
Be true to yourself.
Yeah, be true. Leave it at that.
Yeah, well, I think folks can tell. I can tell. I mean, it may not, come out like, hey, this guy is doing this, like, right off, but, it's a feeling that you get when you listen to somebody, when it feels genuine, and it feels it's got that authentic texture
Authenticity.
to it.
Very true.
Yeah.
One thing I like to say is that, I mean, and it's what I believe, is that once you take on the role of being a musician, you're chasing the dream of being a musician, but you're also taking on the role of being a shaman, With your music, you're guiding people, whether it be through a drug trip, or whether it be through their emotional day, or whether it be through just walking on the street, them enjoying themselves, It's literally taking on the role of being the shaman, in my mind.
Yeah.
And that's my personal.
No, I can see that. I can see that. It's an interesting way to look at it. I like that. I definitely like that. I think we got time to do another one, if you feel like it.
Okay.
And would you mind telling the audience real quick again how to find you and where is it that you like to play music the most?
I like to play it at the Iron.
At the Iron.
Generally, because it's quieter, and my music is quieter, so I prefer the Iron. And as far as my name goes, I go by FOX-HYDE, Fox Hyde, as in Jekyll Hyde.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
It's so exciting.
Thank you.
So much fun.
Climbs the tallest mountain, just to see his broken face. A man left to wonder. has lost his faith, and he screams, my only regret is that I've borrowed this lonesome life, yet the gods know not of time. So I walk to the beating of a downtrodden land, and I walk with nothing held in my hand. He tastes the rain on me just to see if God has a lesson for him. Asking, why have you brought this unlucky skin? And he screams, I am searching only for a place to hold your name, as you've left me only in a burning flame. You have taken everything that I love, even my daughter you've taken from me, oh Father up above. He bends and gets up off his knees. The sun rises in the forest, he sees for the trees, and he bursts into a million tears. For as long as he's been alive, the mother has been here. Thank you.
Awesome.
What's that one called?
That one is. I hate names. What do they call it? Oh, a mirror and a mountain.
There you go.
A mirror and a mountain.
Mm-hmm. That one I've got recorded on my SoundCloud, Fox Hyde, and along with one of the other songs that I played today, or two. I don't know how many I've played today. But
4.
4. So 3 of the songs are up there.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Let's see. We have about 10 minutes left in our little broadcast here. Let me make sure that anything important that needs to be said gets said.
Yeah.
So, if you've got any shout-outs or anything, or events that you would like to speak about, or
One other
anything
thing
like
I
that?
wanted to say was, like, just to your last question, like, if for people who are just trying to come busking,
Yeah.
come with other people. Because I
There
think
you
it's
go.
great to busk with other people.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
It's fun.
Perfect.
Don't even worry about it. It's just fun, you know. more than anything.
Just good old fun.
It's just fun. You know what? What good
Just
is
a big
life if you're not having
ball
fun?
of fun.
If you're frowny face, then what point is there to keep walking around?
Stop frowning,
No more frowning,
America.
America.
We see you.
America.
We can see you frowning, America.
America starts with an M.
America starts with a, not an F for frown. I'll tell you that.
Let's just get rid of America in general. And just no more. Just
Careful. Careful what you say on the radio, bro.
Hey, we love America.
I do.
USA. USA.
All right. Well, one thing's for sure
kidding.
is that here in Asheville, America, we're proud of our music and we love doing it. We love sharing it, and we have a massive amount of art. Not only visual art and music art, but you know, we have with galleries, and you know, our stores are lined with local handmade objects and things to touch and feel and see and mess with and share, and
Creativity.
that's something extremely rare, actually. I mean, and compared to a lot of other cities, that's a very genuine, real, honest goodness, awesome thing. And I don't think that without, you know, all those galleries and the visuals that come with it, I don't think the kind of music that we have on the street would be there.
Totally.
I don't.
I haven't checked out the galleries too much, but I want to check out the museum, actually.
And I think it all
But
kind of
there's a
goes
lot.
hand in hand.
Yeah.
In cities where there isn't a lot
It's good
a
news.
heavy street music scene or whatnot, there tends to also not be a heavy art scene either. They kind of seem to flow next to each other pretty
Mhm.
closely.
Music inspires art, and art inspires music.
Exactly. You know, so we have a very genuine thing here that kind of circulates, you know, and takes care of itself. You know, and all we have to do is make sure that we continue the conversation and keep the door open
That's
for
right,
goodness.
tourists.
coming
If you're
through.
coming around here, you should bring some art. Do whatever it is that makes you happy.
And support the
And
artists
support-
here
yeah.
when you come here.
Support them.
Everyone.
It's our life.
Working hard.
All right, folks. I'm gonna push us on to some buskin music here, and get our next group in here. So yeah, find Fox Hide on the internet. I'll be posting some of them links here in a second. And get a hold of us if you've got something to chat about. You're listening to WPVM LP 103.7 FM in Asheville. You can listen to us online at WPVMFM.org. And get a hold of us in a few months. We'll come back in and have you talk about what's been going on in the last couple months. Do a
Sounds
little
awesome. Thank
recap
you so
and
much,
see what's
Abby.
going on.
Thank you so much.
You too.
I'll be
You
back.
too.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it someday.
Yeah, and then
Just tell me when.
if you get some new little projects together too, you know, something that you want to share, again, let me know. That's what this is about. It's about, you know, telling people what buskin's about and showing it off a little bit.
Totally. Yeah, and thank you, Abby, for just doing this for everyone,
Yeah.
all the buskers.
Thank
Such
you,
an inspiration.
WPVM,
Thank
for,
you,
for letting
yeah.
us come in. All right, folks, we're gonna tune on some tunes. Let us know if you need something.